What's good, YouTube? JDaisy here with the JDaisy Gaming Channel. We're doing something a little different here today. We're not reviewing Batman Arkham Knight as it may look. We are reviewing the new... Thank you, random henchman. We are reviewing the new Batman v Superman movie. I finally got around to watching it, and I just couldn't resist not having to give my 2 cents on it. I'm not saying I'm a Batman, Superman know-it-all or know all the comic books and all the stories, but I have been a fan of Batman and been reading his comics since I could read books. I have a shelf of them. I've never followed Superman that closely because I never was that attached to him. That being said, I went into the movie dry, in a sense, in the fact that I haven't watched any of the reviews out there. I haven't seen anything other than hearing it's really bad. So I tried to go in with as clean a mind as possible for what it's going. I didn't watch Kevin Smith's video on it, even though I really wanted to because I like his videos. But I wanted to get my own impressions. And if I had to put one word to the way I feel about this movie, insulted. Insulted would be the word. I found it unbearable. About halfway through, I really wanted to leave the theater, but I figured, you know what, we'll try, we will see where this goes. And it didn't get any better. I didn't like it. I thought that they were just trying to do exactly what they did with... It's a very long list of things that I found very annoying with it. Just for beginners, I don't like how they decided to keep the Superman movies, and that they did considerably less on than the Batman movies. They kept... I understand that there's probably something to do with actor choices and all that, but they keep the Superman that did considerably less than Batman. The Batman story arc that just sold billions and billions of dollars, oh, we're throwing that away so we can have Ben Affleck, who might be a good Batman, but I mean, if you're going to keep one storyline, you should be able to keep both of them. You shouldn't just throw out Batmans and just keep Supermans, because Superman's important to the story. They're both important to the story. Both their names are in the goddamn title. I mean, how hard would it have been to try and get, what was it, Christian Bale was the Batman? I'm very bad with actors and actresses, so if I get names wrong, I'll try to put in as much context clues as you can. But I mean, how hard could it have been? Why did you have to decide, oh, we're just going to get rid of all this and start fresh? Another thing I found really annoying was, yes, we know the Batman backstory. We all know. Everyone knows. Even people that don't read comic books know. Everyone knows. You don't need to tell us every single time we see it. There's no new audience coming in and going like, oh, who's this Batman guy? I haven't ever heard of him. Nobody. Absolutely nobody. You don't need to. It's unneeded. Stop it. Another big thing I didn't like. I'm very glad I didn't like how they... I understand they're trying to set up for a whole Justice League thing. I understand that. I get that. I went into this knowing that's what they were going to do. Granted, I understand that they're trying to do this. Did I like it? No, they didn't. I could not stand the way they did it. I mean, it's like they're just pissing on anyone that even remotely read any of the comic books or any of the TV series, anything, and throwing it away so that they can get this new mainstream audience. It just... I don't know. It's very difficult to understand the frustration if you don't have a found respect for any of the arching backstories or anything else that is involved with having those two people fighting. I mean, I have a good friend that he said, oh, I don't want to see Batman v Superman because what's the point? All Superman has to do is fly Batman into space. And what was the Batman-Superman fight scene? What, 12 seconds? What, they got like 3 hits on each other, Batman shot a couple kryptonite bullets, and that was it? It's like, if you're going to name it Batman v Superman, maybe, just maybe, do a little bit more of Batman versus Superman. How hard? I read, which comic book is it? The Dark Knight Returns, which is also a Warner Brothers animated movie. They did it in 2 parts, just like the comic book. Amazing movie. I have yet to be disappointed in a Warner Brothers animated film. Whether it be the newest Justice League versus Teen Titans, or any of the older like Batman animated series, which was Warner Brothers, or Batman Begins, one of my favorite. Kind of those two were kind of my introduction to Batman per se. I have yet to be disappointed with anything from them, but I am disappointed in this movie. But that was not Warner Brothers. Just to be clear, if you didn't follow that tangent, it seems very much to me that they were just trying to get people in, and that they just didn't care. Nothing felt like they cared. What the hell is? Sorry, things in the game were distracting. It just seems like they didn't care, or they're trying to. I don't know. I really don't know. They introduced Wonder Woman, which I am okay with. I didn't like the way they did it. I didn't like the way they portrayed her. When has Wonder Woman been able to hit her bracelets and a giant sonic boom goes off? I was never aware of that. I never read a lot of Wonder Woman comic books, 1 or 2 here and there. So maybe I missed that superpower. Maybe. I'll grant it. Okay, maybe that's there. Wonder Woman clicks her bracelets and a sonic boom goes out and destroys everything. Okay. So maybe I'm wrong there, and being my angerness there. The whole Batman having flashback thing to whatever, so we're going to try and put in these things where you start questioning, and it's just a dream. Stop it. You ruin a film when you start doing shit like that. It's like if they would have had the ending, be, oh, by the way, everything you just saw, it was just a dream. We're all friends at the Hall of Justice. You don't need to put this stuff in. I mean, what else is annoying? I didn't write anything down, so trying to keep everything straight is the whole Batman is a big mama's boy and will stop this guy that he's a mortal enemy with the second that his mother's name is mentioned. Are you telling me that was the first time in the past, what was Bruce, like 40 something? The past 40 years, okay, 30 years, that anyone has said the word Martha? Or is anytime anyone says Martha, he just shuts down? Oh, hey, little Timmy's watching Martha Speaks. My mother, my mother. Like, what? There's no way. Okay, and granted, yes, their mother's names are the same, but, and I understand that they had Lex put them together and be at each other's throats. But you really think that just the mere mention of Martha and Batman just shuts down? I guess we were just misconstrued. We should build bunk beds together and go get cookies and grab a slice of pizza. What? It just... And by the way, Wonder Woman being able to access a computer seems like an oxymoron to me. I mean, I understand, like, this version, she's supposed to be, I don't know, something. They didn't really explain that well, other than her last name was Princess. I guess on the plane there they said that. But I just was very, very disappointed. I understand where a lot of people are angry. And I understand that there's conflicting reviews. Rotten Tomatoes gives it like a 36, but then the audience review is like a 74. I just don't think people are taking into account how much Batman and or Superman, Batman for me, Superman for others, means to them, let alone the entire Justice League that they're trying to cram down our throats now, which I'm going to be intrigued to see if they still do that. I just heard that they fired Zack Snyder. I think that was, or is that's not the director, whoever the director's name, I guess they fired him to do the Justice League movie. He was supposed to do the Justice League movie here in like 2017, 2018, whatever it is, and they fired him. He's no longer doing it. So that's already consequences that are coming out, because I can imagine even the studio is mad about this, because if you value the comic books or know anything about these two, you should at least feel, if not like I do, insulted. You should at least feel something. You cannot leave this movie and say it was the best movie you've ever seen, best adaptation of Batman and or Superman you've ever seen. With all this being said, I feel I should point out a few positive things so it doesn't seem like a complete waste. I liked the representation of Lex Luthor up until the end, where he was singing in a cell, going crazy. Didn't like that at all. I really liked the Batman in the desert. Even though that was a whole big dream sequence that meant nothing to the story whatsoever, I liked it. I thought it was very well done. I did like the homage to the Batman, or the Superman comic, Death of Superman, where Doomsday actually does kill Superman. If you haven't read it, it's worth a read. That's one of the few Superman comic books I have read. I thought that was very well done, the whole Death of Superman. I thought that was very nice. I did see the quick homage to Batman The Dark Knight Returns, with him on the building as the lightning hits in the background and that silhouette. I did like that. Other things I liked. It's a very, very short list. Another couple grievances that just came to my mind as I was talking. Batman killed a lot of people. Apparently Batman's code of I don't kill people is out the window now. He threw a grenade at a guy. He used a car as a wrecking ball. What Batman... Did Batman get hit on the head too much and now he doesn't understand what death is? I mean... Sometimes you can kind of like brush it off like, oh, well, he just broke a few bones. He used a car as a wrecking ball. What else did he blew up that one guy. He literally just threw the grenade in the elevator in those two. And it blew up. And Batman now brands people? I've read a bunch of Batman comic books. I've never heard of one where he brands people. What? So, and if you don't, I'm not going to pretend to be a military genius. I don't think nuclear missiles are very good at targeting moving objects. And apparently they must be using some fancy ICBM that I wasn't notified that has been created. And has no nuclear fallout whatsoever, and the U.S. government doesn't care about civilian lives over a major population area, because we're just going to launch a nuke over Metropolis. Well, the blast won't hit them. Yeah, half the people that died from Hiroshima weren't killed by the blast either, Jack Nuzzle. Like, what? And the whole Lois Lane finds a bullet in her diary that just was perfectly stuck in there, and she was able to get a senator to identify the said bullet. What? When did Lois Lane become the greatest detective in the world? Like, I did like the whole Lex Luthor playing the two against each other. I thought that was kind of interesting. That wasn't very well done. But like I said this even before I saw the movie, they gave away their best playing cards already. If we were playing poker and this was a poker game, Warner Brothers threw down that they had a 10, a king, a jack, and on the table is already 4 aces. It just felt like they just didn't care that in our trailers we're gonna have, there's Doomsday, Lex Luthor is gonna be there, Wonder Woman's gonna be there, Batman's gonna use a gun for some reason. It's like, why are you giving away you don't need to put this all in a trailer. Why did you it's just leave a little to the imagination. It would have been, I think I would have enjoyed the whole Doomsday thing if they would have let him come in without me going into it knowing. That might have been cool. Will I ever know now? No, I'll never know. It's just like, why just throw out all your secret cards? I'm trying to think of other things that annoy me. It was a very long laundry list during the movie. I was getting very, very frustrated. I know I'm kind of late to the party of getting to see it, but with my schedule, it is hectic, to say the least. So to see the movie finally was good. I wanted to see it in the first week it's been out, and it has been out for a week. Right after this video, I'm going to go and watch the Kevin Smith review of it. I will put a link down in the description because I think Kevin Smith... One, you should always watch Kevin Smith's YouTube channel with Mark Bernardin. They both are very funny guys and very insightful if you like anything to do with comic books. So I will put a link down in the description to his review. which apparently was stirring up some controversy. I saw on like my Facebook feed and stuff that he was kind of stirring the pot a little. So I stayed true and didn't look into it, didn't watch it. I'm very happy now that I can finally see it, and I'm not very happy I spent $9 to see Batman v Superman. It was not worth my $9. My hard-earned $9 is down the toilet. I wish I could call up Warner Brothers and be like, no, I would like a new copy of any of your new animated series. That was worth $9. Not this pile was not worth $9. Maybe it was worth $3. $3 it would be worth it. It would be worth for free. For free, I would have seen it all day, every day. But for me paying, no. No, no, no. Do not do this. Warner Brothers is getting dangerously close to becoming the new don't trust them kind of company. I don't know why anymore. A lot of people were very angry with the Superman movies, which I thought were alright. I wasn't this mad about the Superman movies. Then again, I never was a big Superman fan. I was always a Batman fan. That's what team I would be on. But, so, I mean, it just seems like they were just missing out on a lot of things. And I was personally insulted as someone that values Batman a very lot, as someone that has a Batman tattoo on his body for his entire life, or will soon have. It's in the final stages. Got it done before, or got it decided before this movie was released, so that's a little annoying. But it just seems there's a lot better choices to make a movie out of, or a lot better ways to do it. I would have liked to have seen a Batman v Superman movie like in The Dark Knight Returns, where they used to be friends, but now they're not, because Superman has kind of gone off the handle, but he doesn't realize it. That would have been nice. Instead of this, where Lex Luthor was a puppet master, which might be okay. I could have went with that. But it just seemed like this whole big movie was leading up to this fight that lasted 10 seconds. It's like if the main event at a UFC fight was literally 2 seconds, the first hit and the guy knocks out the heavyweight king of the world. It's like, what? Stop it. You know, it's just, I will perhaps make a different review of this if I'm not going to see the movie again, I can tell you that much, but I'll watch the Kevin Smith video and Mark Bernardin's, and maybe they will put something on the table that I just didn't see or didn't put into perspective. But as of right now, the only I mean, if I had to put it on a scale of 1 to 10, a 2 maybe. If I'm giving a lot of weight to the 2 scenes I really liked, I guess. I don't know. I hope this video was at least made a little sense, because I feel like I've been rambling and repeating myself again. But as always, I've been JDaisy with the JDaisy Gaming Channel. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, or any of opinions of your own, or anything you would like to add or say something, put it down in the comments. I will be happy to read it, and I'll try and respond. Like the video, share, subscribe if you would mind. I know everyone puts it at the end of the videos, and you're probably not even listening anymore, but I would really appreciate it. It would mean a whole lot to me. And as always, have a great one.